Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel, Soulight Hypnotherapy and Tarot. So I just wanted to look into what's next in the hearings to come, and I've kind of done the same reading as before. We're going to look at Trump's emotions, his actions, the GOP's emotions and actions. We added another category here, the Hearing Council Committee, their emotions and actions, and the collective, and what DOJ at the bottom is likely to do. So hopefully everybody can hear me. I want to make this quick. I'm not sure how connected I was today because I feel I slipped in and out of my, needed to be trance while I'm working. So we'll just tell you what the cards say, okay? So Trump is, and we're using the Tarot of Oppositions today with the Sibylla Indivina. So Trump gets the Justice reverse, all right, and that's clarified by the Hope card. These are his emotions about the upcoming hearings and how he's going to be reacting to them emotionally as we go forward. So Trump is biased and unfairly judging others. He fails to seek out the truth or to get a balanced perspective, acting unhinged. His opinions will be biased and very divisive. He will be swayed by another's bad and promise them his form of justice, which is revenge. And for us, he says, they are evil and we are good. Clarified by the Hope card. Even with all of Trump's bluster and blow, he is very worried and afraid. He will be holding on to hope that some solution he applies will save him. He's staying faithful, very faithful. This is the faith that can move mountains. And he's gathering in that faith from himself and collecting it from his cult followers and sycophants. If he can just keep justice at bay a little longer, till what he hopes for begins, is put into action, then he can survive this, then he can win. This is just a hope right now, lucky for us, because if it were in the category of action, his hope would come true. Right now, it's still pending. The reading Trump. I'm not going to try to assign anything too specific to any one person. Keep it general, and we'll just all watch it unfold together, right? So, his actions. He has the Six of Wands, and the Hermit fell out. The Hermit reversed. Six of Wands, clarified by the Sweet card, and the Hermit reversed, clarified by the Chatterers reverse. Six of Wands. Trump's ego, his arrogance, his self-importance is through the motherfucking roof. He thinks he's God and above all laws. He's deemed himself the lawmaker, the kingmaker. He defaming information. So he's bullying and throwing about his weight for the presidential run and putting himself as the front runner in the court of public opinion. This is the action he is likely to take. Clarified by the Sweet card, he will release this news in a short time. His emotions are all caught up in this. His feelings are positive about the results. His prospects of being the nominee are still pretty positive and most likely. So what's the harm in announcing it before they give it the invitation to him, right? He's putting out the announcement anyway, without formal invitation. With the Hermit card reversed, his intentions behind this are to isolate himself from further investigation, to cut himself off from justice that's on the way. He's following bad counsel, or is not following good advice that he's been given. The gossipers are the chat to influence the DOJ, Merrick Garland, to not act or to back off. As now that he is a political presidential candidate, then any DOJ or legal action taken against him would be considered political and interference in a presidential race. But I do feel some really damaging information is going to come out against Trump that he didn't foresee, he doesn't know about now. It will surprise him. It's something that he said, something that he wrote, and something that may be recorded, like a voice in his own voice. Interesting. So let's talk about the GOP. GOP, they got the Page of Swords, clarified by some money. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll be honest with you guys, my channel was shadow banned about 3 years ago. So I do need you to subscribe, and make sure you're subscribed if you're already subscribed, and share my videos with your Facebook and social media. That's the only way it will get any kind of rotation. I appreciate it. And also, if you'd like to support the channel, you can become a Patreon subscriber. You can make a donation. There are links in my description box. You can reach out for a personal reading or for SRT clearing or hypnosis. All right, great. Let's get started. GOP has a Page of Swords. And also, I apologize in advance for any in and out. My Wi-Fi has been acting funny all day. So if we have to cut this in half and do a second part, we can do that. But I want to get this out of the way today. Page of Swords. Some of the GOP, they have a lot of tension and conflict about staying aligned with Trump due to all that's come out and due to some new juicy information that's going to get spilled. Somebody's talking too much. And this applies to both Trump and the narcs, as Trump would call them. Others of the GOP will speak on his behalf to revive and keep alive his image, the image of Trump, in spite of all that's coming out, wanting everyone to see Trump with fresh eyes in a fresh new way. Someone will be speaking and will prove to be obnoxious. It's difficult to handle this person who's speaking by the council committee board if they're speaking live. But if behind closed doors, then this person will give the facts, just the facts, but they're not 100% cooperative, and they may plant a false lead. I hear a red herring, or refrain to answer a pertinent question. However, there will be intellectual discovery given that will create great turbulence for the GOP. Much talk, much news, and many headlines. However, this information hasn't been proven or corroborated, so let's not get ahead of our skis and get too excited. The actions that the GOP will take. Well, let's talk about the Some Money card first. Clarifying the Page of Swords. So someone, again, it's clarifying the Page of Swords, right? Someone who's speaking, talking a lot, giving information or holding back information. So someone, again, it's just a clarifier, is going along to get along, but doesn't offer much or holds back. They are conflicted, but they don't have any choice but to comply now. And I think someone's trying to save their job, their reputation, or their ability to do their work. What did Cipollone say? Inquiring minds want to know. I don't think he says too much, but he says something. and it's harmful. But there's other people who will say other things that will be more damaging. What do you call them? Whistleblowers? Yeah, there's a whistleblower here. Actions of the GOP. Got the Ace of Swords and the Judgment reverse. Thank you for liking the video. 400 likes gets supposed to get some rotation, but I never seem to get 400 likes. But that's okay. Just hit the like button if you want to. Ace of Swords, Judgment reverse. Ace of Swords. The action of the GOP is to take up the sword, to fight, to put something new into action. They are acting to fight by. They take action by using great power available to him. Great power available to him. Excessive power or force to further Trump's end. A sword can represent words that incite, thoughts that create, and actions that can protect or kill. It's a double-edged sword. So I think the GOP is going to give in and give official approval to Trump's run, even if it is early. I feel like it's too early. On another note, someone is speaking in code language. It's not clearly or directly said, but it's understood and implied